no intro to this video. I really have no hope for this game. I'm not gonna lie, this video could have came out a lot earlier, but I was thinking of like, how could I make this unique, because this is not going to be a video of just, oh my goodness, this patch is so bad, this season looks so unfun, oh poke meta, oh they're killing characters identity, oh blah blah blah, because like realistically anybody can make that video, and that's proven by the countless videos made like that. So I was really thinking like, how could I make a video like this that's, you know, actually unique? And then I thought of it and I was like, alright, Brett, I know what I'm gonna do. So in this video, we're gonna talk about my personal experiences with, like, in quotation, games dying. And you know, a lot of people have seen like one of their favorite games like die in real time, but like I have a unique perspective because this literally has happened on my channel before, which is why it's so crazy. So yeah, let's get right into it. So the first thing I want to address is like all the people that will tell like everybody, but more specifically like content creators, oh, if you hate the game so much, then just stop playing it, right? And at first I really never liked this argument, because it was like, oh well, what if a content creator wants to make videos on the game to, you know, spread awareness and how to make the game better because they really care about the game, blah 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 blah, right? And that's what my approach was on the previous games, which we'll get into later in this video. But this game, like, I'm understanding now. I'm not gonna lie, I would probably be the person that says just don't play the game if you don't like it, because I'm not gonna lie, I have not played this game in so long. I have not played this game when it wasn't for content on stream or for a video since 5.7, and even then 5.7 I only played like 6 games, and then I didn't play since 5.1. I have not played this game at all this month, is what I'm trying to say. And the reason is just because like there's no reason to. I don't enjoy the game, right? So why would I play it? It's a pretty simple concept, right? So I'm not gonna lie, for all the people that I've ever made fun of saying don't play the game, I'm not gonna lie, I agree, because you can make videos about how you want the game to be better without actually playing it. If you don't enjoy the game, like dead ass. I just recorded this from the best Jeff player, pretty simple, or like the #1 on the leaderboard right now. So with that being said, let's talk about next. If I don't play the game, why do I care about it? Well, at one point this was my favorite game. Now it definitely wasn't my favorite game of all time, definitely wasn't touching my top 10 favorite games of all time, but from December to January, this was the only game I was playing, which is probably true for a lot of people watching this video, because this game was so fresh, this game was something new, this game was something different, right? And even now, I still have like plans for this game, which is why I can't just completely abandon it. But it's just like, it's so sad, because one of the only reasons why I'm still like keeping up with this game is because you could say this sounds corny, but if you're not a content creator, you wouldn't understand. In my heart, I know that I can make things that's so entertaining for not just my viewers, but also me. And I'm like talking beyond just like Yap videos, because for example, I had a great video idea. I have multiple great video ideas, i.e. solo queue horror stories. It was gonna be like a fucking horror-esque edited video of just people and how like their solo queue went, and if executed right, that would be so fire, right? And then Magic Bootcamp, probably one of the best ideas I've ever had. Like in my mind, this video would go so crazy, right? Magics doing drills, it would be funny, it would be like an actual fucking tryouts, it would be a coach, it would be special guests, it would be so good. But it's just like I just don't have motivation to set these things up, because this game is just simply not fun. Cause like I make those 2 videos and then what? And then what? Like, and also just to get participants for those videos, just to get, you know, traction for those videos, I have to make other Marvel Rivals videos, and I just don't want to, because I have no motivation for this game, right? And those reasons are the reason why I want this game to succeed, because if this game succeeds, then I will start playing it, and if I start playing it, then I'll start talking about it, and if I start talking about it, then I can have, you know, what's it called, motion. Like it's corny that I'm saying motion, but it's unironic. It's motion that I can make these better videos, these higher quality videos, these better produced videos, right? And all of this at its core is that the game is bad. I don't want to play it. I don't want to make videos on it. It's so simple, right? So the next thing we're going to talk about is I've played these games before, right? If you guys know, my channel used to be on a Roblox game called Type Soul. And as much as you want to say Roblox is for kids, blah blah blah, I mean that is its primary audience, but it's like some of those games are so fire. And when I first played Type Soul for the first time, that game was so special. Like, you literally just had to be there, you had to play it to understand, right? That game was so special, that game was so fire. And for the first few months, like, that's literally all I played. I get home from school, play Type Soul. Procrastinate homework, play Type Soul. Fucking talk to friends, while I'm talking to friends and call, I'm playing Type Soul. That's all I did, and I started making videos on it, and that's when I started my YouTube channel, blah blah blah, right? The game just got progressively worse, and then I got to the point where I started making app videos, because I didn't start making app videos. I started making gameplay videos, guide videos, blah blah blah. But then I started making app videos because I was like, damn, let me talk about how bad this game is getting. And I was so sad that it was getting like that, because this game was so special. Like, it just doesn't make sense, because obviously as a developer, it's gonna be hard to please everybody. It's gonna be hard to know exactly what your community wants every time, and you know, listening to your community, that's definitely the best way. And I'm not saying that it's easy, because obviously if you just let the game stay the same way it is, it's going to get boring eventually. But it's just like, obviously at one point they had the capability to make the game good, because season 0, amazing. Season 0.5, amazing. Season 1, amazing. Downhill from there. Like, I just don't know, right? Now, we're going to talk about my favorite game of all time, and the difference between these games getting worse, right? So my favorite game of all time is Ark, and you're gonna notice that I didn't say Ark Survival Evolved, and I'm gonna talk about that. The reason why Ark has never felt like how Type Soul has, how Marvel Rivals has to me, is because no matter what they add, no matter what people think is stupid, no matter what people complain about, that doesn't affect me. It really doesn't affect me, because you can play Ark how you want to play it. And obviously Ark and Marvel Rivals and Type Soul are widely different games, because Marvel Rivals and Type Soul are more like PvP focused, and Ark PvP is just a part of the game. It's a big part, but it's just a part. But like, for example, if you played Ark, when they add broken dinos like the Mana Garmer and PvP is ruined, I'm just gonna play PvE with my friends. It's just as fun, if not more fun, right? Another example is Pixelmon. I love Pokemon, I love Minecraft. Pokemon has never felt like, oh my goodness, this game is ass. Even if people think the new games are ass, it doesn't matter to me, right? But then when I was playing Pixelmon on this Minecraft server, for the first few months, it was so good. It was only like a 16-person server. There was weekly tournaments. It was so competitive. I played it all summer. I literally spent upwards of 10 hours a day back in my, like, when I was like, what, 11, 12, right? The community was so tight-knit. Even if I was a lot younger, pause, like, people, it felt inclusive, bruh. It felt so fire. And then good for the server owner. I'm glad his like shit worked out, because it got bigger, and then eventually it hit like 200 players, and then that shit was so ass, bruh. So much ass started coming. The tight-knit community wasn't there anymore. The monetization, all of a sudden 50,000 crates. Like, it was just a whole bunch of bullshit. And I'm not gonna lie, for this video I checked on what the server was at, and it's at like a stable like 1.9k, and it's like good for the owner, bruh, because back in the day when it was only like 16 players on the server, the owner was close with everybody, right? So it's good for him. I'm glad his shit's doing well, but it's just like, it's just not the same, right? Like, things just get progressively worse. And that example is kind of like, you know, a little bit off, because it's only really because the server got bigger. But like, I don't know, bro. When a game that you put so much time into, and a game that you care about so much, just gets progressively worse in real time and you can see it, it's such a crazy feeling, bro. Like, it's actually insane.